drying out.
Yep.
Okay. Now, because I've converted this to a direct drive, means this goes up here and it threads down through here and straight into the print head.
Yep.
So the way it works, power supply here. In here it's got a motherboard. These two screws at the front here.
Yep.
Undo them. Push forward, and there's one at the back. Forget about that. It's not there. So undo these two.
Yep.
And that'll come off.
There's two on each side though, yeah.
There's one on each side. It's just on top there.
Oh yeah, on top.
On
Yep.
top. Now this is a 3D printed thing to stop all the crap falling into the fan, because you get filament bits and all sorts of stuff. It gets a bit messy. So that doesn't need to be there, but you put it on there just to protect the fan.
Yep.
Okay, so take these two screws off, pull it off. There's a fan attached to a little lead. Take note of where it's going, unplug it.
Right.
It's only one spot it can go into. Then you can have a look at the leads and stuff if you want to have a fiddle with it.
Yep.
Cool. I would suggest if you're going to pull any leads out, you take a photo of the board first.
Yep.
So you know where they go again.
What to put? Yep.
Okay, so they all come and they feed out the back and they feed into these things. Okay, so there's two fans on here, one at the front that cools the print head, and one at the side that comes out this little nozzle down the bottom here that cools the print as it's printing.
Okay.
So the filament comes through here, through there. You can see the filament there, and goes into past a heat sink. So it's like a slotted bit of metal, like a radiator type thing.
Yep.
Okay, so it'll go through that, and then it'll go through into here, which is heated to about 200, 220 degrees.
Yep.
And it melts the filament. Okay, to like ink. It's like, how can I, what was it I was describing it as before? Well, you know how your printer prints.
Yeah.
So just about your printer puts ink on a piece of paper. Then it moves up a tiny bit, puts more ink, then it moves up, more ink, more ink, more ink.
Same
That's
thing.
pretty much what this does, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so as this cools it. Okay, so you've got the two fans, the print head, which gets hot, and then you've got a heat sink, which cools it down. Then it comes through here. This is called an extruder. So this is a little motor. It's got gears in there. You can see the gears?
Yep.
So sometimes they clog up with the filament too, like it's like powder almost. Okay, what I usually do is if that's starting to get white, that little cog there gets white, just get a little steel, like a metal end. You know your battery terminals, you do with a little bit metal.
Yeah.
You get really small ones.
Another wire brush.
A couple of bucks or something, yeah. And just, or a toothbrush.
Oh, yeah,
do as well. If you get a hard bristled toothbrush, and it just gets all because the filament clogs up the, up the teeth of the cog there, and it just slips on it, so it won't feed it through properly. So push it through there, out there. Okay, you've got extruder here, which moves it up and down.
Yep.
You've got extruder here is your filament. Oh no, it's not. What the hell's that one? That one is for, oh sorry, that moves it this way.
Yeah.
Okay. The one down here is up and down because it ends this rod here.
Yep.
And it just like a screw. So if you spin it one way, the screw's going to go spin it the other way, screw there. You've got another one here, which runs this little belt here, which pulls the plate back and forth. Don't move it really quick, because like with most motors, if you move something really quick, it produces the other way. So it's not the electricity producing the movement, it's the movement producing the electricity, and it's going back into the board. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So that's that. And we've got these little switches all over the place. These little things here, little trip switch. It tells it when it's got to its maximum. So it'll go trip, it'll go don't stop pushing. So it won't keep trying to push and push and push. Okay, so there's one there. There's one here for the down.
Yep.
And there's one over here for the cross. Okay. What else is there to tell you? Oh, I'll put a little LCD in there. It's seen better days. It still works. So when you turn the printer on, it's plugged straight into the power supply. So when you turn the printer on, the light will come on.
Yep.
Or half the light will come on. It's not working properly. Now, this shouldn't wobble. If it starts to wobble, you get that little spanner that I had for the print head.
Yep.
And you'll see here there's two screws. There's one little screw send it back here. See, there's a
Yep.
little screw there.
Yep.
Well, there's one of them on the inside of this one.
Okay.
But halfway between that screw and the wheel, there's another bigger one, and it's a lopsided screw. So when you turn it, it pushes the wheel one way or the other.
Yep.
That makes sense? So it's not
Yep.
perfect, the hole's not perfectly in the centre. Okay, so if it starts to wobble, just get in there and just turn a tiny bit this way, a tiny bit that way. It'll either get looser or a bit tighter. Okay, so you want a bit tighter till it doesn't, see how it's not wobbling?
Yep.
Yeah. Same as this. This shouldn't wobble around either. It should be fairly tight. So you've got a screw there. I can see the screw about there. See
Yep.
that screw there?
Yep.
That one there?
Yep.
So that one, you've got one there, you've got one on that print head.
Yep.
Cool?
Yep.
So if they come loose and sloppy, and you've got one on this one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
If they become loose for any reason, just turn it one way or the other until it starts to tighten up. Don't keep turning. And once it starts to get tight, stop. Cool?
Okay.
So that's it. Oh, one other thing.
This chair. Yep. Pick it up from the seat.
These things here,
Yep.
they level your bed. So turn it, I'll put up here, up, down.
Oh, yeah,
Up,
yep.
down is the bed, moving up
Yep.
and down. So you turn it this way, so clockwise, it'll move the bed up.
Yep.
If you turn it anti-clockwise, it'll move the bed down. And
Yep.
it's one on each side, yeah?
Yep.
So to level it out, what happens, I'll move this nice and slowly down here. Basically, you home your printer, and I'll show you how to do that in a sec. You get a piece of paper. Let's say this is a piece of paper. Cool? You put it between the bed and the print head. It's a crappy piece of paper. You got like a normal piece of paper.
Yeah, A4-bit, Brody.
Set it there. Cool. So you get a piece of paper. Printing paper is good. And you put it in. If it moves, the bed needs to come up.
Up.
Okay, so basically you get it so it's in each corner. You squiggle till it gets to the point where it's just touching. So and I can just feel it. I can still move it, but I can feel it tugging. Not so I can't move it, but just so I can, it can move it, but I can feel a little bit of tugging. That's right for that one. Move it over this side. Same one on that side. Yep. Move it to the back. Same on that side. Same one on this side. Then do it again, because as you change them, it'll move the bed. Okay?
Up and
Until you do it and you're not moving them. Then the bed is level. Then it should print okay.
okay.
Cool.
Yep.
I've loaded on your computer Thingiverse,
Yep.
which is where you get a lot of your stuff from. It's all the free stuff.
Yep.
There's other places. The Game Boy's a really good one, but you've got to pay for your things. There's Patrons. You've got lots of things on Patrons that you got to pay for your things. The things, you know, those big droid things I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, paid for them.
How much do you have to pay for
About
that?
30, 50 bucks, somewhere
Oh,
like
that's alright.
that. You think of the amount of work that goes into it, it's worth paying the money for that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. On Thingiverse, it's really good for things that you use around the house and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay? If you want something to fix up your door or something for the car, lots of that sort of stuff. On
Yep.
there. I got stuff from the camera and stuff like that on there.
Yep.
Cool. But if you want really high detailed stuff, you got to go on the other sites, and I
Yep.
can tell you what they are later. Cool.
Cool.
Let's plug it in and have a look how she goes.